this is Mary. Today I'm going to give you a tour of the 2016 Home Management Planner. The planners come with a lot of different binding and cover options. For instance, this is a 3-ring planner, this is disc bound, and this is spiral. Each one of them has their advantages, so you really get to pick whatever cover suits you, and just know that all of the pages inside are all the same. The spiral, I left out the daily planning section and the project planning in the spiral to keep it, slim so it wasn't an enormous spiral, but it's got all the other goodness. So let me give you a tour and we can see what's inside. So of course we start off with, the calendar, because that is an important part of a planner. I've got places for you to track important dates, a planning view of the entire 2016 year. This planning view is invaluable to me when I'm trying to figure out when does school start, when does summer end, or summer start, school start, whatever is going on. I kind of like to track the big events in this view. And then next is the monthly planning section. One thing to note is I start my planners on Monday. That is how I think about my week. I think about Monday through the weekend. I find a lot of times, if you go on a weekend trip or something like that, you kind of want these connected, because sometimes you want to write a weekend trip, across 2 days. And it's really hard to do that if Saturday's over here and Sunday's over here. So I personally really like my week starting on Monday. All right, and then after the monthly view are the weekly views. You can opt to have the home management tasks written in here for you, or you can have this part left blank and fill in your own. Whatever works best for you. If you need help getting organized, I suggest just following along with my suggestions. And I've written plenty of blog posts about how to do a home management session. All these things are just important reminders just to keep life flowing. All right, and then the next section, the weekly view goes through January 5th, 2017. So it starts this December and goes all the way for like 13 months. So I've got you covered. All right, the next section is for the daily planning pages. These pages, in my opinion, are for those really crazy days where you feel like you're going in a million different directions and there's so many moving parts, you just need it written down. I do not feel the need to use this page every single day. Most days I can just plan my day right in the weekly view and be just fine. But when one of those crazy days happen, it is really handy to have this. And then the next section is the home management section. This is the heart of this planner. And it has step-by-step instructions and checklists for just really keeping life organized. And the words in bold are for you to follow along and know which, if you need to use a different section. For instance, review important dates. Well, you recognize that I showed you that sheet in the calendar section of important dates. So things kind of coordinate with each other, and this pulls it all together. This is the weekly routines. So the planner is going to come with some of my suggestions, but there's probably more going on in your life. Maybe you have to take the garbage out on Thursday. Maybe every Saturday you have to return books to the library. Whatever weekly routines you want to remind yourself of to get in your planner, write them here. And then here's the household checklist. Obviously very important to remember all these things. And then, just a helpful info page, especially when you're filling out like the school packets that come home at the beginning of the school year that are like 500 pages to fill out. This makes it easier. And then the project ideas, this is where I brain dump all of the things I want to do with my house and crafts with my kids and things like that. I write it down here, and then when I have a spare minute, I come and look at my ideas, pick one, cross it off, and I'm good to go. And I've given you a couple spares of those. And then this is the gift ideas section. Throughout the year, I write down gift ideas for the people in my life if I think about it. And that way at Christmas time or birthdays, I know what I wanted to get them when I had an idea. Because usually I will forget if I don't write it down. And then, of course, password section, because that's vital. All right, and then the next section of the planner is the budget planner. You guys asked for this to be right in the planner, and so I made it part of the planner. There are 13-month forms starting with December, going through all next year, and then there's a 14th blank one at the end. So yeah, you just can plan out your monthly budget, and then there's even some pages to track your spending. And just make sure everything's right with that. And then the next section is meal planning. I've got a grocery list form. Each of the home management planners comes with envelopes with extra sheets of the stuff I think you'll use up, like the grocery list, some daily pages, some regular notebook paper, things like that. I've got you covered. It just comes included with some extra envelopes full of those pages you need. But I use the page like this actually in my planner to write down things I buy every week. Milk, eggs, bananas. That way when I make my grocery list, I look at this and I'm reminded of what I need. And then this section just, helps you plan your meals. You can keep track of some favorites, some inventories. And then this is the menu calendar, so you can keep track of what you feed your family. How long has it been since we've had, hot dogs? That is the only food I could think of that popped into my brain. I don't even know why. I don't even like hot dogs, but that's what I thought of. Okay, so yeah, that's the meal planning section. And then the next section is project planning. So this is also the section, when we do the Declutter Challenge in the new year, and you print that out. This is a great place to go ahead and put projects. I added some project sheets, but I fully expect most people to have, other things going on in their life they want to add into their planner. So this would come into this section. And then, of course, the last section is paper. And just a word on my paper, I wish you could reach out and touch this right now, but I use the softest, brightest paper on the market. It's 28-pound paper, so it's thick without being cardstock, and it just feels good, and writing on it just is a good experience. So that is the home management planner. I hope that you find a cover that fits your needs. Be sure to email me if you want me to create something custom for you. I love, 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 love getting people planners because it just makes me feel like I've just helped someone organize their life, and that is why I do what I do. So go look at the shop and see what else there is. And when I get my video stuff set up, I will be adding more videos of all the other products. Until then, there's lots of pictures in there you can see. Take care. Bye.